guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, over the farm. Hey, 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 hey. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, fam. How you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Happy Saturday. Welcome. Achowe Saloto. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And thanks to everybody that has given us a thumbs up. Really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, thank you. Please share the video. Give us a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, you're watching from television, please do subscribe so you can contribute to all the meaningful conversations we have here, week in, week out. You must agree that we are doing a very fantastic job. People are listening, people are learning. Earlier on today, I was in PK's event in London. PK had an event today in London. It was in Southeast London, Camberwell. And I was there and I ran into a few of the farm and they were like, Auntie B, I watch your show, I watch your show. Yeah, we need to keep having these conversations. We are learning and unlearning. It's not easy, but these conversations are very, very important because mindset needs to be changed. We need to change attitudes. We need to change mindsets. The most difficult thing to change in a human being is their mindset, especially full-grown adults that are completely set in their ways. It's not easy to change, but with information, and information comes with knowledge. People learn and then they'll learn. Thank God for the power of change that we're able to change. It's good to be able to change because nobody knows it all. Nobody except you are God. Thank you, Buki. I appreciate you. Good evening. Welcome. Nobody knows it all. Don't say, I know it all. I can never learn. I learn every single day. Every single day I'm learning. And that's why I go to events like this, because PK is somebody that I respect. I listen to his teaching because he has very sound doctrines and teachings around marriage and relationships. So, of course, I'm going to listen to him. So I listen to people like that every day. People in my house know that I'm always listening to other people who teach about marriage and relationships and generally just general growth and development because you have to learn. So I'm learning. As I'm learning, the little that I know I share, and some of you teach me here as well. Incidentally, something happened in the last show when we were talking about what do women bring to the table. It was quite funny. I was going to see if I can address it with a short video today, but I didn't have the time to do it. So on that show, one lady called into the show, and she was like, I think it was towards the end of the show when we're trying to round up. And usually when we've done like 2 hours, I'm tired. I'm trying to round up now, so the time becomes shorter for callers. I do appreciate everybody who calls in because the beauty of the show is that we have these conversations and one person cannot have a conversation. One person can speak, but to have a conversation or to have a dialogue, you need more than one person. So yeah, so I appreciate those who are in the comment section and those who call in as well. Thank you, Lady G. You're constantly learning, right? We have to. We need to learn. We need to keep learning. We need to keep learning. We have to. So the lady called in and I don't know how many of you were on that show, and she was like, I bring nothing to the table. I bring what did she say she brought to the table? She said we're talking about, when brothers are always saying, what do you bring to the table? And Ben was here that day, and she was like, I don't bring anything to the table. What do you expect me to bring to the table? Take me as I am. If you don't take me as I am, that is she was saying some things that I was like, what's going on? And then everybody was like, no, you can't, you have to put your best foot forward in these things. You have to, but Yeah, imperfection. Yeah, chat moment. Emowe. Thank you very much, Lady P. I'm trying to remember what she said. I don't want to play the video because I don't want tonight. I don't want to stay long because I'm going to church tomorrow. And we also have a show tomorrow. So I'm going to keep and try to keep this within an hour and a half max. And she was like, I bring my imperfection to the table. I'm like, what to need imperfection that you're bringing? And a lot of people were trying to tell her that, that might not be the best approach. I didn't know. She came on the comment section and she was blasting me in the comment section. Me, I didn't allow her to talk. Yeah, I'm always doing as if I'm the one that knows everything. This, that. I'm like, Madam, calm down now. Which one you did? This is a public platform. It's my show. If you come here and you're trying to teach the wrong thing, of course I'm going to nip it in the bud. Because people are listening. You're saying that you bring in perfection to the table, and we are saying you shouldn't. Even if we know that there's nobody that is perfect, when we are talking about this table, which is a metaphorical thing, don't say I'm bringing bad behavior. I'm bringing my imperfection. Take me as I am. If you don't take me, leave me. She was in the comment section complaining. I even addressed it. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry if you feel like I didn't allow you to express yourself. I shut you down and all that, but you were not saying anything that was making sense. And that's true. So I thought I had addressed that matter because I even told her, I say, sorry if you feel this way. D, not be smart, Do you know after we finished that show, she went on the comment section again? She wrote a long essay blasting me, saying that because I am still married now doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I'm always doing that. I know more than everybody. I don't do. I say, Egbami o, era mi kale o. Kila ju. What did we buy? What did we throw? If you see the way the things she was saying, I was like, then I reflected on it and I realized that you know what? There are too many people that are broken in this world today. People are broken, they've been through things and they are completely broken. They are broken in their spirit, they are broken mentally, they are broken emotionally. And when you interact with people like that and they are not aware of their brokenness, they project that energy on other people. Because she said in the show that she's bringing imperfection, and we said, no, it's not right for you to bring imperfection. I'm sure her story is long and deep. Maybe somebody has broken her heart. Maybe she was, she did everything and the marriage still didn't work. There are no guarantees in life, right? She was seriously projecting, and the way she was ranting and coming for me, I'm like, kilo de, am I the one that broke your heart? So I just know that there are so many broken people in this generation. Guys, please. Sometimes when people just come for you and attack you unnecessarily, when you haven't even done anything or said anything or done anything to them, just know that it's not even about you. It's about them. Yes. Rebecca Hills, you're right. A lot of people need therapy. They need therapy because, oh, we're okay. Looking okay physically, you put yourself together doesn't mean you're okay. The way that lady was talking that day, it's obvious that she was completely broken. There was so much negative energy coming out of her. I'm like, auntie, this is not the place to address this. Go and see someone so that you can heal before you deal. According to PK has that book. I wanted to buy some books today, Save. I couldn't get to it because there was too much queue. Anyway, welcome to tonight's stream. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you, D. Appreciate you. It's the passion. Even me, I'm amazed sometimes. But when the Holy Spirit lays something on my heart, I just have to. If I until I say it or do that episode, I'm restless. So even my family now, they know. They just leave me to get on with it. Yes, I'll get them on Amazon. There's a particular new one that he wrote that I was interested in. You should see. The turnout was so encouraging. So many people. It was so nice. I really enjoyed it. And shout out to all the Obodo fam that were there today. I hope you had a good time as well. Okay, so tonight I wanted to address something that I'm seeing now, that is disturbing me. Is really worrying my spirits. I want to address it. It's about courtship or dating in this generation. I don't know what is going on. There's something, there's a disconnect in what is going on between this romantic relationship these days. I don't know. But there's something not right. Because whenever I'm looking on social media and I start, the other day I saw a young lady, this girl, the way she was, the environment where she was making the video, you can tell that, you know, she was like, I can't date a man without a car. If you don't have a Benz, if you don't have a Benz and you don't have iPhone 15, you don't have iPhone 14, don't even come and talk to me. Very young girl. I'm talking about a girl who is probably in her teens, maybe 19, 18 years old. Yeah, Cynthia, it's frightening. Honestly, I know we talk about struggle love here, and there's a video that was floating today that a lot of people shared with me about this Nigerian woman that is talking about her husband and all that. Yes, we talk about struggle love here, but there's a world of difference between marrying somebody who's got something to put on the table, or marry somebody who you know you can grow together, and going on first dates. Where I'm going to today is I am afraid. In fact, I'm worried because I've got sons. And I'm so concerned about how these days a young man wants to ask a young girl out, and they're talking of buy me you must buy me a dress. You must buy me a wig. You must buy me shoes. You must buy me bag. You must buy me blah blah blah. You must call me Uber. It's really, really very worrying. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's only me. Oh, because I was watching a video one time when even PK was saying, "Who are these children? Don't they have parents? They don't have parents." Because I don't know. Maybe it's the poverty in the land that is making everybody feel like relationship is all about ATM these days. A small girl, you are just getting into dating. You are telling a young boy, I can imagine my son wanting to take a girl to McDonald's, and the girl is saying, send me money for a dress that I will wear. Send me money for wig. He's a young boy, he's in uni. Where's he going to get money from? He's not in Nigeria alone, oh, Sisi. Apparently, it's happening over here too. I thought it was in Nigeria alone. But my son made me understand that these children over here start copying that rubbish behavior. I'm telling you. The thing is alarming and it's heartbreaking. Why will a young boy, a young girl of 18, 19, you are going on a date, and you are telling a young boy that you are going on a date with, who is probably 20 or 21, to buy you iPhone? You cannot date a man without a Benz. Your papa get Benz. Eh? No, 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 no. It's not right. No. No, Sissy, I don't agree with it. And it's okay for us to disagree. This Uber thing, I don't agree with it as well. No. If you are going on a first date as young people, nobody should be getting anybody any Uber. Because the signal is sending is that young boys are being pressured to go and do criminality because they are trying to date. And it's not right. We dated before when we were younger. It's not right. It's not right. I don't agree with it. I don't know if you guys disagree. I mean, you guys can disagree with me, but this is my personal stand. I'm talking about kids. We are talking about kids dating. Why should my son be getting you an Uber? If you don't have money to take Uber, why can't you take cab? Whatever. Why can't you take bus? Or tell your dad to drop you in the dates. Yes, back in the day, your dad can give you a ride. Or go somewhere local that you can walk to. I'm talking about Gen Z, not matured people. And again, even if you're a matured woman, for goodness sake, it's a reflection on you when you're telling somebody to get you an Uber. It speaks volume. It speaks volume of you, babe. A guy has invited you out on a date, even if you are a grown-ass woman, and you are telling the guy, babe, call me Uber. It means that you are not even qualified for a relationship yet if you cannot get Uber for yourself. Look, I think we are kind of growing some kind of we are growing some, I don't know what to call it. we are building some kind of attitudes in young people to take into a relationship now that is not sustainable. I don't agree with it though. Personally, I do not agree with it. Nne, you said it's embarrassing for me personally. Why will a young boy be asking a young girl out, and you are saying, send me money for dress? You don't get dress for your wardrobe. What's the meaning of that? A date is supposed to be a boy meets girl, boy likes girl. You are in to meet so that you can talk, get to know each other. Since when do, because I think all these Olosho people have turned this thing upside down. Oh. Because Olosho are the ones that are making this thing look funny now. And unfortunately, because of social media, a lot of young girls are copying this negative attitude. It's Olosho that will say, buy me this, buy me this. If you're telling a boy you just met to fund a date, to be sending you things before you go on a date, invariably what you are trying to tell the boy is that when you come, you are ready to give up your cookies because he's invested. He's invested. He sent you money for cab. He sent you money for dress. He sent you money for wig. In fact, I've seen some cases where these young kids will be calculating bill. They'll be calculating a bill that they want to give boys that are asking them out. Maybe we'll not turn this thing upside down. No, 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 no. I don't think it's right. So we need to have these conversations with our children. I don't think this is right at all. Eh? Chino Yenelum said, I asked my son, he's 20 years old, if he has a girlfriend, and he laughed and told me, Mom, I don't have money to buy a girl. All she wants. Yes. My son told me that too. I'm not going to lie. That's why I was telling Cynthia, this is not even grown women. I asked my son, funny, the same question the other day because we was talking about, girls' relationship. I like teasing them and having these conversations with them. And she was like, Mom, no. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, all these girls. Then he used the word that I'm ashamed to repeat that word. I was shocked. And I'm like, what kind of language is that? Why are you saying things like that? Then I say, okay, come, let's talk. What do you mean? Are you saying that if you talk, and I'm talking about children who are 19, 20, 19, 20, 21, that's what I'm talking about, oh. Are you saying that if you're asking a girl out who is 19, 20, 21 about your age mate, they are going to ask you for money? He said yes. That's what they are doing. In London, hey, money Jesu Christi. Okay, so it's a very, very the world is very small these days. Social media has bridged the gap. Children are learning the same things, whether it's positive or negative, they are learning. Afro Teens, they said, I beg, my 15-year-old boy bought flower for a 15-year-old girl on her birthday. What's the meaning? Oh, that's sweet. That one is different. It's her birthday. That's special occasion, and that's just a crush. It's 15. That's sweet. Flowers are not expensive. We can save money from the allowance they are giving them. That reminds me, parents, if you have teenage and young adults, if they are not working, please give them an allowance. Always make sure you give them pocket money. It's very, very important. So if a 15-year-old child has allowance that the parents have been given and they save up to give their friend who is a crush flowers, that's sweet. That's sweet. Brother Ben, I'm talking about young children asking for wig, shoes, bag. Okay, let's go on with it. I want to play something to you guys that I saw. Actually, I have two videos to play. Let me play the first one. So this one, no, that's completely fine, Ben. That's fine. Because these days, children need to learn, how to treat women right? So yeah, that's good. Boys especially need to learn. Encourage him, it's good. It's her birthday, so there's nothing to it. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Social media has bridged the gap to Oladimeji. Oh, in fact, Osumi is getting out of hand. So the first video I want to share with you guys on this topic is this video where the young man was saying, "Babe, he told somebody to meet her or to meet him on a date. And she listed the conditions for a first date. He said, pay my makeup, buy me a dress, give me so many conditions for to go on a date. Because to me, this is not a date anymore. This is a financial transaction. And if you collect, then you must surrender yourself. So this is it. Listen to this.
Replied that one Lagos girl DM.
In Lagos here, if you want to see me, you fix a date. And it's not that you tell me let's go and sit down and watch chicken in public. No. You make reservations for a restaurant in a hotel. That's when I'll go out. If not, I'll sit there in my house.
So this voice note really made me laugh because the way she's talking, the fact that she cannot even pronounce properly itself tells me that this one Omodeni. In Lagos, if you want it's not to take you to a Chicken Republic. You book a place in a hotel. Otherwise, I will sit down in my house. Oh, what's wrong with Gen Z? Some of these Gen Zs, Kilon Shein. What's going on? Listen to what she's saying. I don't know what's going on today. Oh, I think these children are having the wrong end of the stick in this thing. Oh,
I will not go anywhere. I will sit there in my house. I will be chatting. You'll be viewing status. I will be looking at the status. One way you fix a date, you pay for my makeup. You pay for my dress. Yes, you buy it. I have heels, I have purse. You buy that dress, that new dress I'm going to come and see you. You'll be the one to use your money to buy. Because me, clothes that I've posted on my Instagram, I will not wear it to go on a date to anybody.
can you hear that? She said that the cloth that she's posted on her Instagram, she will not wear it to go on a date. Even me, as at my age like this, and with my social influencing, whatever, that are people, at least people still know me small. There's no way I'm buying a dress and I'll wear it once. Kojo, I don't send anybody. Oh, I dey work for my money. Oh, I go wear them until I'm tired. I go wear them. Oh, whether I posted it or not posted it, can run me. Since when do young kids like this say they want to wear clothes only once, pay? If I want to go on a date, it has to be. So somebody was saying in the comment section, pay. If you want to know the number of men that she's been with, maybe she's been sleeping with, then go to and check the number of dresses that she has in her Instagram. Because she's giving the impression that every dress she's wearing was bought for her by a date. In fact, oh my goodness, this is scary.
And any cloth I wear, I post any fine cloth I wear, and I can use to go on date. I post on my Instagram. So if you want me to come to that date, if you really like to see me, if you don't want to give me the money, you order the dress and you say
PLV. You replied that
Did you see that? If you want me to come on a date, you in this Lagos, these are the conditions for going on a date. Chicken Republic, that's a restaurant like maybe KFC or McDonald's or one of those fast food. It's not good enough anymore for a Gen Z that cannot even pronounce her words correctly. I don't understand what is going on, no. And you cannot tell me it's because there's poverty in the land, things are hard. No way. It goes down to morals. This is about morals. It's morality. What is important? What are these children learning from all this BB, whatever, BBN and all these slave queens on social media? I don't understand it. Because when I listen to this, I'm like, oh my God. In this Lagos, this is what you use to get a date. Are you going on a date or you are going on a Olosho transaction that you are going there? Are you going there? Maybe I don't understand what date is again. No, you guys can explain it to me better because I'm confused. Let me play it one more time so you hear.
one Lagos girl DM.
in Lagos here, if you want to see me, you fix a date. And it's not that you tell me let's go and sit down and watch chicken in public. No. You make reservations for a restaurant in a hotel. That's when I'll go out. If not, I'll sit there in my house. I will not go anywhere. I will sit down in my house. I will be chatting. You'll be viewing status and you'll be looking at the status.
You be doing status. What status? Eh? I mean, what is Obodifan? What status? You be doing status and be looking at the status. You don't even have your education correct yet. You don't even. If you go and check this girl, this speaking where they talk so that is saying status. If you go and check her now, eh? If you go and check her, you will see that she's got. I don't understand. She's got like, what are they selling? Because this is supposed to be a date, right? And you are saying, let's not go to a public place. Let's book a restaurant in a hotel. Otherwise, you'll be looking at status. You buy a dress. You did it. I don't understand. Is it meant to be a date? Or is it something else? Shay, you guys will soon tell me because I'll share my link because Koyemi, I don't understand it. All I can hear is a child yapping. So much immaturity and so much, I don't know, ignorance. This is why they fall into DV relationships because they are looking for somebody that will book a hotel. They are looking for somebody that will call Uber. They are looking for a boy that will buy them dress. Instead of parents helping their children to understand, especially their daughters to understand that you don't, this is not the first foot that you put forward when you are dating. I'm talking about young girls that are just starting relationship. And they are already thinking this way. They are so materialistic. You are thinking of somebody that will buy you this, buy you that, buy you that. Now your papa, I may not be person born you. I don't understand though, guys. This is just, it's beyond me. It's just beyond me.
When will you fix a date? You pay for my makeup. You pay for my dress. Yes, you buy it. I have heels, I have purse. You buy that dress, that new dress I'm going to come and see. You'll be the one to use your money to buy. Because me, clothes that I've posted on my Instagram, I will not wear it to go on a date to anybody. And any cloth I wear, I post any 5 clothes I wear, and I can use to go on date. I post on my Instagram. So if you want me to come to that date, if you really like to see me, if you don't want to give me the money, you order the dress and you say
PLV.
So somebody is saying that in the comment section, yeah, I see what you are saying. It's usually the poor, people who come from extreme poverty background. And there's something that Reverend Sam said. Reverend Sam said something that with extreme deprivation, people overvalue material things. When you see somebody that's always grabbing anywhere they go, they grab everything. They go to a restaurant, they eat, put the spoon in their pocket and go. They fly on the plane, they will carry the blanket and go. I was having a back and forth with people. Oh my, it's not good for me to be bored. Honestly, if I'm bored, I will get into trouble. It's better for me to be busy. There's a very sweet video I saw yesterday where this guy was coming to the UK with his 2 children to meet the wife. Very sweet video. Very nice. Then I realized that they had the children were tying the airline blanket, both of them, blue blankets. I don't know how many of you saw that video. Very heartwarming video. And the man too tied it in on the neck. So in the comment section, I said, welcome to the United Kingdom of Great Britain. I'm happy for you. Congratulations to the family. But next time you fly, these blankets, they are not meant to be taken away. Leave it in the aircraft when you finish flying. Marie, did you see my comment? Did you see the way Gen Z, they were insulting their mama? Now, not me that they insult. Did you see the way they're insulting their mama? Auntie B, I take even grown women. We're like, I have like 4 in my house. I'm always taking it. People with rich mindset know they carry load like that. You know, it will concern you with a blanket. Leave the blanket. It's not for you. Leave it. Extreme poverty no good or extreme deprivation. Some people, even when they can't get small, it will still be in their medulla oblongata. Anything they see, they will be snatching and stealing and picking things that doesn't belong to them. Panty, why are you taking the blankets? I'm not even talking about this family because obviously they are traveling for the first time. But it's the people that came under the comments, and some of them were even insulting me. One said since 2017, I have one, I have three, all of them started confessing like witches and wizards about how they stole blanket. I said the blanket is the property of the airline. If you fly business class or first class, you will not see anybody taking blankets. And in business class and first class, they don't use to give bangolo for people to eat. They give you the proper cutlery. They give you this stainless steel is what they give you to eat. Do you know why? Because they know those people will never steal it. But you see that economy. You see that economy. Now, if they fit steal the chair, they will steal it. They, all the headphones. I swear to God Almighty, the first time I came to the UK, back in the day, airlines didn't used to collect those things. They used to leave it. But people, Africans started stealing it so much that now, in some airline, when you fly, like British Airways, once they are arriving destination, they'll start picking it because they know that the people will steal it. Poverty mindset is easy to fight. So people were insulting me on top of where I say, leave blanket. It's not for you. The blanket is for the airline. Some of them actually said that it's part of the ticket money they pay. That is part of the ticket. I say, why are you taking blanket that is £5, $5? Why? Why do you need it? Anyway, let's get on with it. I don't even talk about poverty mindset today because if we start, we not go finish. It's embarrassing when you see people behaving like that. It's so embarrassing. Justice for blanket. Dr. Abby, justice for blanket. Cheap. You know the airline don't even use good blankets. The cheap, this wool blanket that is useless. By the time you dry clean it or you wash it in your washing machine twice, the thing don't scatter. What do you need it for? Banty. I'm talking about mindsets. People have poverty, especially people who come from extreme deprivation. So that's why this young girl is yapping now. In this legacy, before I go on a date, you have to send me money. You have to buy me dress. I don't wear a dress once to take picture on my Instagram. And in the status, in this. Oh, Jesus Christ. You are so... It's poverty mindset. You because your parents they never looked after you. If your parents provided for you, and one more baba olowo, they don't care about these things. There's no way you are inviting, and let me not even go to the billionaires, the average person that is comfortable, a middle class family. You are inviting their child or their daughter on a date. They are not going to tell you to send money for cab. Chances are their parents have even bought a car for them. I'm telling you, our daughter got a car the year she graduated from university. That's when she got her first car. She drives a brand new BMW. So somebody telling her to come on a date now, I cannot even imagine Esther will say, send me money for cab. What's that? When her own car said go, they sha pass your own. I beg, we need to do better. It's not nice, honestly. And this is not about poverty. I don't like when people put it on poverty base because people are pointing. No, it's about value. It's about people just greedy. You want to collect. And that is why where I'm going to is that this mindset and the way these young girls, Gen Z, some of you, not all of you, have started behaving, is that is pushing a lot of boys into criminality. Pressure tiwa. And that's true. People are getting into a lot of things they shouldn't be doing because they are trying to impress. They are trying to get dates. And that's why they don't even have respect for these girls at the end of the day. If it is money it takes to get you on a date, then they will get the money by hook or crook. And unfortunately, some of these boys, they think that, it's Yahoo that they used to get money. It's Yahoo they used to get money. So this young man, this happened in Port Harcourt. I wanted to read some comments in that former video for you guys. Before I left, somebody was saying, before I proceed on this one, someone was saying, somebody said, a man that asks a woman on a date, I can't send her at least 100K to start coming. That one not be man. That one among mango. If you ask a woman on a date, you first send that money to start coming. And then another person said that's a standard. If you don't like it, set your own standard. That is not a standard, by the way. Or at least not that's not a positive standard. You can say it's a standard. You only say it's a standard because this is the way you see yourself. You only see yourself in material terms. That a dress, how much is the dress? Highest go send you 50K. Is that how much you are worth? Is this how much value you place on yourself? You're only okay. Let's calculate everything, because I saw one time where the girl was calculating everything that the boy will buy. You say dress 50,000, shoe, purse, everything was around 250,000 sha. So with the exchange rate now, that's less than 200 pounds, maybe about $200. So I ask you, if you say this is my standard as a woman, because for you to want to be with a man you are dating, you're already a woman. You are matured. Even though you are a young adult, you are an adult. So is that your worth? Is that how much you are worth? $200. Can't you see that our daughters, our sisters are selling themselves too cheaply? How many of you remember that cheaply? That cheaply, or could I was saying cheaply, cheaply? Can't you see that you're selling yourself too cheaply? That is too cheap. It's too cheap. When the Bible has said that our prices is far above rubies. Our prices, as a woman, your value is far above rubies. And you want because of $200 or 200 pounds. So at the end of the day, when they go on those dates, the boy will say, okay, Shebi his hotel I've booked. There's a room upstairs. Let's go upstairs. And then if the girl starts speaking English, I say, hey, no, I can't go. Then he's going to get really mean with her now. Say, yeah, show wine me. After I spent all this money, no, you're going upstairs. They will start calculating how much they spent on you. Where I booked Uber for you. You've eaten. Most of them will take their friend where they are going. These youngies, they never go anywhere alone. They'll take a friend or two. I've sent you money for clothes, wig, everything. Maybe I spent 300,000 and you want to go? Show wine mini. Oh, low. I gotta collect. It's payback time. And then maybe you don't even like the person. Maybe it's the first time that you are seeing this guy. You'll be forced to go and sleep with them. Because you place zero value on yourself. Because you think you only worth these peanuts. Women, please now. Let's not be doing this now. We are too much. We are too much. The value that we carry is much more than money now. What's all this now? All this Gen Z or what friends to me? Yes, Patsy is saying something here. Gen Z, you guys should be very careful. I know it's not all of you that are like this. Because some of these girls who go on this date, they never see them again. They disappear. They are falling into Yahoo boys. So that's where I'm going to. So I saw a lot of people making videos and reacting to this and saying that they have no sympathy for the next story that I'm about to share of a young girl who they say her boyfriend in Port Harcourt buy her. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up, because these are conversations that we need to have with our children. We need, especially our daughters, they need to understand their value. You must teach your children to understand that they are above all this chicken change. While we are training them and preparing them for a quality man who is going to, be a very good man that will be worth marrying our daughter, we don't want lowering your standard because of chicken change. Buy me dress, buy me wig. What's that? What's that? You know how annoying it is to me when I see young girls doing this on social media. And they have people that have taught them this lifestyle. Unfortunately, they've got role models that are teaching them. But anybody that wants to ask me out, you need to put money forward. Once you put money forward, you've already lost it. You've lost yourself. Because now you cannot talk anymore. It means anybody can buy you. Anywhere outside can buy you because they have money. Because you are only, the only value you are attached to yourself is money. When you are worth so much more. And the beauty of it is that you too, you can make money. Money is not gender selective. You are looking for a Yahoo boy that will give you a wig and dress because you only wear one dress once because your parents can't afford clothes to buy clothes for you. So they are being used daily for money, Yahoo, rituals, and things like that. So this girl, this one I'm about to show you, they said that she was missing and she had a Yahoo boyfriend 14 days after her birthday. Yeah, her name is Justina. Justina Tiffany. 300 levels biochemistry student of the University of Port Harcourt, Uniport in Rivers State. The boy's name, her boyfriend, is called Collins. Yeah, she disappeared. They didn't see her. 3 days they didn't see her after she celebrated her birthday on the 10th of October. They said that Collins had invited her to his apartment in Port Harcourt and they never saw her again. By the time they found her, that's the beautiful girl. 300 level. That's the beautiful girl. Can you see her? Just look at that. When I see parents in Nigeria today, they'll be celebrating Yahoo boys, all those, and they're always very skinny looking young boys. A Yahoo boy, a boy of 20-something years old that you know for sure, and that's why parents need to be held accountable in some instances as well, because they encourage this behavior. You know that this boy is not working. You know their background, they can't afford this lifestyle. They will come and be throwing money around. They will buy your daughter a car. They will do this, they will do that. You'll be proud, he's a good man. You don't care where the money is coming from. My people, they buy how? They really buy this big girl, this beautiful girl, just after celebrating her birthday.
I will stand with you between the heavens.
This is a video of her. This was a video. Very pretty girl. She has a baby face. This girl should be in her early 20s. Yeah? That's it. That's the guy. That's the Yahoo boy. Look at him. Can you see that? That's him. Completely took her out. They found her. They found her. So, a lot of people on social media are saying that, the thing that is, a lot of young boys are going into Yahoo. They are going into rituals because they still believe that there's some kind of juju man that you go and meet. And the juju man, for some reason, will tell you to go and do something, bring a girl or something, and you will become rich. They are desperate to be rich. These young boys are desperate to be rich. And the young girls are putting the pressure. I want somebody that has I want somebody that has a Benz. It's Benz that is number one thing. She's 21 years old, Neka. Thank you. I want somebody that has a Benz. We need to teach our children to work hard and buy their own Benz. Ejo tori Olohun. Parents, we have a lot of work to do. Let us build our children's self-esteem and teach them that, yes, you are developing yourself so that when you grow up and you get into marriage, you can contribute. You are not a poverty alleviation scheme that will be looking for some boy that will be buying that buy phone for you, buy this for you. The way these Gen Z, some of them are going around this thing doesn't make sense. Especially first dates. You just meet somebody on DM like that auntie that was saying, you just be looking at People are encouraging it. Parents are encouraging it. There's a Yoruba parable that said that your child is not a dry cleaner and they are bringing clothes home when they are not a dry cleaner and you don't ask. Where are you seeing this clothes that you are bringing home when you are not a dry cleaner, that you are washing people's clothes? As a parent, you look the other way. That's to tell you that something is wrong. There's something seriously wrong. This idea of pushing, young girls into, basically what they are pushing them to do is Olusho. No, there's no cap about it. Don't tell me that this is dating. No. We dated before. We all know what dating is. And why we encourage, men to look after their wives or girlfriends or whatever. This is different. We are talking about young love, where it should be all about, just enjoying each other's company, getting to know each other, doing, play things. Not a small girl will be saying, go and book hotel. I don't want Chicken Republic. Go and book hotel. For what? What do you need hotel for? So maybe I'm just old school. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know, guys. Tell me if I am. Because I'm thinking the way we are going now, we are encouraging a lot of this behavior and it's going to result in a lot of these incidents happening. Like this young girl in Uniport now. Yeah, this is a lot of behavior, what these young girls are doing. And the boys, because they are trying to keep up, yeah, they are trying to keep up. The young boys are trying to keep up. And there are not so many ways that you can keep up legitimately in a place like Nigeria. It's not so easy. Hmm? So, guys, am I overreacting or am I old school? Please, I need people to come and tell me. Or what do you feel about these young people dating and you're like, buy me dress, buy me wig, buy me clothes before I can come on the dates? I need to hear from you guys, please. The link is in the comment section. Please jump in if you got something to say. I'm saying that the way young people are doing this dating these days is completely wrong. It's completely wrong. Look at this young girl now. Her own don't finish, oh. My people, her own don't finish. Ah, oh my show. Are we encouraging this kind of behavior? Is it right for young girls to be saying you must buy clothes? Eh? CCT say I think boys should be saying no to the girls that are demanding a lot from them. It will teach the girls to go and work for their money. Hmm? I don't know if this is I'm just looking at it from the wrong end. I don't know. You guys tell me. Yesterday say you're 100% right, Auntie. It is this morals missing these days. And it's brought a lot of problems, yes. Because there's no way a 25-year-old boy is going to have money to do all these things that these young girls are asking. It's not, both here and in Nigeria. If you have sons, you will know. 25-year-old, they are still trying to find their way. Even in Nigeria, it's longer for them because they don't have the opportunities that children over here have. If you have children at that age bracket, you will understand. Your sons at 25, they graduated trying to find their way. If they want to do business, if they want to buy a house, they are saving. They are trying to start life. Where do they have that kind of money to be throwing around to be saying, buy me wig, buy me this, buy me that? I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn in terms of, if you go out on a date, you invite a girl on a date, obviously, for a dinner, pay for the dinner, that's okay. But there are other ways that you can develop relationship as young people without putting money up front like this. Okay? Do this, do this, do this, do this. It's becoming like a tax that young boys are being pressured to do. Lovette said, during our time, you dare not bring anything home that your parents didn't buy. Parents these days don't even bother to ask the kids where they get stuff from. Yeah. They don't ask who. They won't buy for the parents then. Hmm? Sisi said, until youth in Nigeria have access to legitimate work, then it will continue to happen. There's legitimate work, but some of these girls are lazy. They don't want to do those kind of work. Everybody wants to start at the top. By the way, it's not all the young girls that are doing this. Yeah, there are still some that that still fear God and know that no, I'm not doing this because uh I don't want to be in that category. Empress is asking me the $1 million questions. Auntie B, my question is this: does this ritual thing work? Why buy somebody for vanity? I have no idea whether it works. So I don't know whether it works or not. I don't know. But more and more people keep doing it. Why are they doing it? I don't know if it works. Honestly, I don't. I don't know. I know they've been saying this since time immemorial. Since I was a kid, I've been hearing people saying money rituals, but I don't know whether it works or not. Because the people that are doing the money rituals are also very poor as well. All these babalawos, they are poverty. Their poverty is their address. So I'm thinking, why are they not doing it for themselves? But then again, do you know what? As a spiritual person myself, I know that there are some manipulations in the spiritual realm that people can do to get things. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me just say that. I shall say, Auntie B, you are saying the reality. In my time back in Africa, we were not mad enough to wear a new clothes that our parents didn't buy for us. Yes. I think parents need to be very, very vigilant. 25-year-olds still trying to find their way. They should take dating off the table for now. No, that's not correct. I don't agree with you, Cynthia. Why should they take dating? Dating doesn't always need to be about money. He's 25-year-old. If he's dating and she's 20, she's 20, let's say she's 24 or 25 years old, why not? They are both building their life. It doesn't always have to be about money. In 2, 3 years' time, they can be steady enough to even want to get married. You forgotten what it mean, what it was to be 25? You forgotten? No, I don't think dating has to be all about money. Friendship. That's what I tell my kids. Just be friends. Nothing serious. I'm not saying dating for marriage, or I'm not saying have serious relationship, propose. Just friendship, romantic friendship, boy girl friendship. At 25, there's nothing wrong in it. They are matured enough to have that friendship. Dr. Abby said, my young people in their 20s, and in some aspects, let me read it again. My young people are in their 20s, and they are in some respects still trying to fully find themselves. It starts from the home. Yes, absolutely. Mm, absolutely. They are both young adults. They are learning, trying to understand life, trying to understand themselves. Patsy said, any young man with their head on their shoulder will not go for this type of girls. Yeah. Chidinma said, Auntie B, someone said it's because we preach against struggle love. That's why girls are demanding a lot. No, I don't agree with that school of thought, because struggle love is different. Struggle love is that you want to marry as a woman, like the one we saw, and you are the one that is sponsoring the marriage. You are the one that is, you are marrying somebody that they probably don't have a job, or they are not even willing to do anything. Struggle love is not like, you, I don't know. It's not saying that you should go and marry a millionaire. It's saying that the person has got to have something they are bringing as well as a man. You're not going to be paying for some certain things because they are the man. Do you understand? That's what struggle love means. It doesn't mean that you are so materialistic, or that you are just looking for somebody to pay your bills. No. And the women that talk about struggle love usually have something tangible to bring to the table. Yes, that's what Sissy is saying. Because Sissy is a very strong, Cynthia is a strong advocate of struggle love, of people not going to struggle love. That's because people like women like Cynthia, they've got a lot to bring on the table, and all they are asking is match me where I am. That's all what struggle love is. Match me where I am. That's what struggle love means. When we talk about struggle love, it just means you got to match me where I am. The things I can afford, then, if I can afford some things, then if you can give them to me, or how did Token said it? I think she was saying in an interview. Okay, let me play that video to you one more time, so that you guys will understand. I think people don't want to phone in today. If I'm leaving now, you guys start jumping in. Please, channel me. I want to go to church tomorrow. Struggle love is that, no, I have a certain standard I'm living my life now. And if I'm going to date somebody, that person needs to match me. So, as these young girls, they've got nothing to bring. So, they should match. They should date people who are also in their category. They are both young. Don't put money in the center for young people. It's wrong. Okay. I will play that video, that 2K's video in a minute, but let me take this call from Delia. Hi, Delia. Welcome. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, Auntie V. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. How are you, darling? Where are you joining us from?
I'm doing great, calling from the United States. And thank you. This is such a very interesting, very relevant topic. And this is what I wanted to say. As far as Gen Z and the whole money, especially young girls demanding money to even shop for a first date, I feel like despite what we see in society, like money has been, elevated, it's not the only currency. There's no free lunch in the universe, and there's a lot
Right.
that you give up, you know,
Yeah.
in
Mm-hmm.
exchange for money. Most of the time, it's just not worth it, you know.
Yeah.
You, yes, your self-respect, yeah, sure. So you find somebody who's willing to, I don't know, pay for your clothing, your lashes, whatever. But what are you giving up in return? You
Mm-hmm.
know? And
Mm-hmm.
that is what people are not taking into consideration. There are things that money cannot buy: your self-respect, good health, high self-esteem. That is what we should be going for, not just the money.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. I
Go
can hear you.
ahead.
So, yes, I mean, my bottom line is that it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
should place value and advise our younger sisters to place a higher value on themselves that cannot be put in terms of dollars or pounds or whatever money currency it is. We are worth
Mm-hmm.
so much more than that. That's it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We are worth so much more than currency. Yeah. We are worth so much more. So, Chidima, thank you for bringing that up. That somebody said we are contradicting ourselves. No, it's the person that is confused. We are not contradicting ourselves. At least, in my understanding, we are not. So we talk about struggle love, and now we are talking about Gen Z. Some Gen Z saying, that's word is like talking about Shokoto and Lagos. Do you know how far Sokoto is from Lagos? That's one end of Nigeria to another. Please give us a thumbs up, guys. Are you enjoying the conversation? Please give us a thumbs up. That's one end of Nigeria to the other. So somebody like Cynthia, who is a mature woman, professional woman, is saying here in the comment section, and she's like I said, she's a very strong advocate of, against struggle love. Cynthia is saying, I'm not dating someone in McDonald's still thinking about what they want to do in life. Okay? So that's different because she is saying, at the point that I am in life, I need somebody in my level or higher. That's different. It's completely different. But the young girl that we're talking about just now probably just finished secondary school. She doesn't have a CC to her name. She doesn't have a dime to her name. That's why she cannot call Uber for herself. And you don't even finish, you don't even have first degree or OND. According to PK, say if they say something is OND in Nigeria, that is ordinary. And if something is ordinary in Nigeria, you know what it means? The difference between that and struggle love is that these young girls that I'm talking about, they are very young. They are just starting life. The only thing they have to bring or into a relationship should probably be their sense. But they are willing to put their bodies down because they are looking for material things from boys who obviously cannot afford it. But when you talk about struggle love, is that we should meet on the same level. Meet me where I am. Okay? So that I don't need to pay house rent for you. At least have a job. Be doing as well as I'm doing. If you don't understand it now, then I can't help you. Sorry. I think I've explained it enough. Yeah? Yeah. I think I've explained it enough. Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, then there's nothing I can say about that again. There's a difference between struggle love and this, and I don't think there's anything confusing about it at all. Okay? Young girls, Gen Z that we are talking about, you know, asking for these things at that level that they are, I have a problem with that. But I don't have a problem with a matured woman or a mature woman who has got her own thing going and she's saying, you know what? I want a man on the same level or a man higher so that we can put our resources together and build. PK said it today in the conference I went to. One of the role, one of the role of a marriage is for us to complement one another. A woman is supposed to help a man. We are builders. A man is a builder, and the woman, God, if you're looking at it from a biblical standard, the woman is supposed to help the man to build so that both of them can build a life together. But if you don't have anything to build, then what can somebody do? That's struggle love. Struggle love means the person has got, he's not building anything, he doesn't even have anything, doesn't even have a plan. And you're looking for somebody to build it for you, it's a problem. Yeah. Bisola is saying something here. I don't understand. Bisola said, my little brother and sister are better than McDonald's dates. I'm sorry. She's worth more than money. But at 19, she's hardworking and deserves everything she wants. Bisola, I don't understand what you mean, no? That your little brother at 19 is worth more than McDonald's. What's wrong with McDonald's dates for somebody that is 19? What if the young man cannot afford more than McDonald's? A 20-year-old, what do you want? Because your sister is worth more than gold. So my 20-year-old son should come and carry your sister to what? Five-star hotel in Knightsbridge. If she's worth it, then let her go date herself then. She can date herself. That's okay. Nobody's arguing with that. We're not arguing with that. Yeah. I'm not going to allow my son still be at that age because they're trying to please one 19-year-old. What your parents cannot give you, sorry. No, I won't let my sons go that route. They will grow, develop themselves. As long as they are not lazy, they are doing their own thing, building their life. If McDonald's date is too cheap for a 19-year-old, then okay, that's good. They should date the ones that will turn them to Yahoo then. Cece, welcome, darling. This one you jumped into the studio. I know this subject is you are passionate about it.
I know. Evening, Auntie V, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. You know what? I should have had my daughter here, but it's a shame she's not here. She's at uni. She would have been perfect. She's a Gen Z, so she would have been great to jump on this topic and
Yeah.
explain the dating. But from the conversations that we have, I'm just gonna give my own insight and then my own 2 pence. I'm gonna add it in. Okay.
Hold on, Sissy, before you get on with it. Bisola said, I'm not saying five-star hotel. There are 20-year-old who can make reservation. She dates men who are able and on her level. She's 19-year-old. What level is she at 19? She's probably still in uni. Or did she not go to school? Most 19-year-olds are in uni in this part of the world. So what level is she at 19?
Yeah, but Auntie B, I get what Bisola is saying. I'm sorry. I do understand what she's saying. So
What's she
I think
saying?
she's saying, so
Yeah.
basically, it's like my daughter, right? My daughter's been driving. She passed her driving first time. We bought her a car straight away. So if I'm comparing somebody who's her age, let's say she's 20 now, she's already been working for 3 years, making money, saving her money, and she's already able to take herself on holiday with her friends. They've been on like 4 girls trips. If she wants to book like weekends away, they go to Manchester, they book Airbnb, they all stay. Do you understand? So if she's looking to date somebody, let's say somebody who's also 20, a boy at uni who doesn't work, is still getting allowance from his mum, that then they're not on the same level because she's already like more mature than him, even financially. Do you understand? So somebody like her, if a guy is saying, oh, if one of those uni boys are saying, oh, they want to take her on a date, of course Nando's is not going to be where, or if let me not say Nando's because my daughter loves Nando's. McDonald's or KFC is not a place you're going to take my daughter. Do Do you understand? Because she's already able to take herself to. She's even. They've already last week. They went for her friend's birthday. These kids went to Hakkasan in Mayfair. Me, that I love restaurants. I've not even traveled to Hakkasan. So
No,
it's like
no,
there's a level that these kids are at. I feel like the girls are a lot more ahead of the boys. So a
yes.
lot of these boys. That's why I said that if you're not, if in this day and age, if I feel like if boys are not able to match up. I'm talking about in the UK. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is a whole different thing. In the
Mhm.
UK, a lot of girls that are 20, 21, even up to 25, they're already buying houses. They're already getting good jobs. They're already working in the city or wherever they're working. They're earning good money. So you can't say that, oh, if somebody's 20 or 21, they should still be doing like this type of, I don't know, this dates that are very innocent, going to McDonald's. That should be enough. Because somebody like my daughter, that's not going to work for her because she's already excelling and ahead of that. And so are a lot of her
So,
peers. That's her age and that's legitimate. She's not doing any fraud. She's not dating any Yahoo boys or anything. She's not even dating. But I'm
yes.
just saying, a lot of girls are already on that level in terms of
So,
independence for themselves.
so we know that girls generally mature more quickly than boys, right? If you have kids, you have boys and girls, then you will know. Boys generally mature, they generally grow, they learn about life. Boys, not boys, girls. Girls mature more quickly. Yeah. But
Mhm.
the fact that your daughter got, she's, how old is she? 19?
She's 20, 20.
She's 20. The fact that she's 20 and she's already done these things, kudos to her. And I'm sure it's a reflection on you, your parenting as well. So well done to you for doing that. But if she wants to date within her age gap, she can find, it's possible to see boys that are working in the cities at 20 or 21 or 25. But if she's putting it forward that, oh, because I'm driving, because I've attained this level of, responsibility as a young person, then she's going to end up dating much older men. That's on. Let's be honest. She's gonna.
Yeah, yeah, that's,
What the
yeah.
point I'm trying to make about the 19-year-old that Bisola is saying is that if at 19 you are saying, oh, because I've done this, I've done that, I need a boy who can book this or who can give me this lifestyle, it's not realistic. It's possible to get boys like that, but majority of boys are not going to be there yet.
Exactly. That's why I was telling you, Auntie B. That's why I said if in this day and age now, the way that social media is, the way that all these kids are keeping up with the Joneses, all these kids every day they're changing their bags, they're wearing all this Yagi world that's costing these tracksuits that are costing £200. They're wearing these dunks, these Nike dunks and all these panda dunks that's like £300. Where are they getting this money from? I can see the disparity between the girls and the boys. A lot of girls are working part-time jobs. They're doing hair on the side. They're making oh, there's girls like one of my daughter's friends. She does hair. She does braiding. One of them does weaves, all these high ponytails. They're making £300 every time these girls sit down, or they're doing makeup. What I
Yeah.
see is a lot of boys. So they have access to legitimate money here. These girls are making money, so they can afford to do that. So yeah, maybe they're gonna end up dating older guys. By
They
the end of
will.
the day, if they're over 21 or whatever, if that's the level that they can match, and these 20-year-old boys, they're not even working. Some of them like,
So,
oh, we're still in uni and catching allowance from their parents. They don't want to work.
so
They don't want to pull themselves up to
no,
that
so
level either.
I get what you are saying, Cynthia, but we have to be very careful here. There's a thin line that we are working on here. These are young people. We need to be careful that we are teaching these kids the right values when it comes to relationship. Because what I'm hearing from what you are saying is that you're saying that, oh, if a young girl is already doing these things for herself, then it's about putting that value forward of saying, oh, I need a man that can match me. I
No,
think
no,
we should be
no.
very
I'm not
careful.
saying that. I'm saying the problem is a lot of boys, the young boys now, I'm talking about in the UK, I'm not talking about Nigeria. I'm just putting that out for everybody because I feel like Nigeria's got their own issues. Here in the UK right now, a lot of the kids, when I look at, let's say, my daughter's friends, I'm just using that as a group because that's the closest ones I know. Of all of the girls are always doing something. Some of them are doing businesses, they're cooking, some
I
are selling
understand.
makeup, some are
Mhm.
doing hair. They're making money already. The
I
boys on
understand.
the other hand, they're not doing anything. They're either just going to uni, they're still trying to decide what they want to
They're doing,
do. They're, they're
if they are going to uni, they are doing something, and it's not all
okay,
parents
I
that
mean
want
in
their
terms of
children.
money. So then
Hold on.
if they're looking at the circle, the girls that are in their pool of people that they're going to pick today, then of course they're not going to be able to date those uni girls, because a lot of the uni girls are already making more money than these little boys at uni.
So again, we need to be careful, Cynthia. About Baltimore, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the super chat. We need to be careful because we are now saying that the only value that young people bring into relationship should be money and where people are. At that
No,
age,
Auntie B, that's not
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, that's what it might not be what you mean.
It's not I'm not saying it's the value. I'm just saying that a lot of these young girls, they're already making money. So I can see why some of them will be like, oh no, I'm not going to. We were talking about the McDonald's thing, about what Bisola was saying. I'm
There's
saying
nothing
I
wrong
could
with
understand.
I don't believe that there's anything wrong with my son taking
There's
dating
nothing wrong with that, but then he shouldn't be trying to date a girl that's already making money from her hair business that's £3,000 a week and
So
thinking he's
now,
gonna impress her to take her McDonald's for money. Of course she's not gonna go with him.
so now,
You have to be there have to be you have to be we have to be realistic with the kids as well. Maybe
so
date somebody
now,
who's, you know.
you see, you just said something now. You said you were not saying the value is all about money, but what you said now just showed me that you're saying that, oh, because she's still in uni and he hasn't got money and the girl has got so and so money. So
I'm
that
saying he
means
shouldn't be looking to try and date that particular girl. He shouldn't be looking to date that
why
girl. The
not?
problem is a lot of, but why
Why
want
not?
to be? It's like me trying to say I want to date Bill Gates. It doesn't make sense. He's
No,
not
no,
on
no,
my
no, no.
level.
No, 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 Cynthia, no, no. They are on the same age brackets. And while
Auntie B, you're talking
let's
about.
take
We're
you,
talking
hold on.
about. We're talking about the. We're talking about. They're on the same level in terms of they're both at uni. Fine, tick that one. Yeah, but in terms of if they want to be dating, we're talking about a lot of these girls nowadays, Gen Zs. They're wanting, maybe the guy to send them to get them an Uber. I'm just using this as the example that you gave. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. Or they're saying, oh, let's say for example, a girl wants to go to a restaurant, right? A lot of these Gen Zs, the girls in my daughter, I'm not saying my daughter, I'm saying in my daughter's age bracket, I've never heard her tell me any of her friends, even the boys that are trying to date them, they've never taken them to Nando's, they've never taken them to McDonald's, they've never taken them to KFC. Those are not, a lot of these Gen Zs, that is not first date. That's not even a first date outing for them. It's
Where do
not.
they take them to?
They're going to all these fancy restaurants. They're going to like Hakkasan. I feel like they're doing too much. They're going to all these bougie restaurants, STK. They're going, do you understand? They're going to all these bougie restaurants at that young age already. So I feel like a lot of the kids, because of social media, because of all these things that they're seeing,
Mm.
they've already skipped a certain level. That all this McDonald's dating is maybe when you're in secondary school. These kids at university, because a lot of them, the girls, even some boys are making money already. They're not going to dates like Nando's. That's not a first date place that a lot of these kids are going to.
Why
You
does
just
it
have to be.
matter where they go to? Why does it matter though where they go to?
I don't know. I think they're all trying to keep up with what they're seeing on social media. That's the
And
problem.
that's the wrong value. That's what I'm saying. That's the wrong value because, like I said, if a girl is 19 and she's looking for a boy in who is age appropriate to date, and you want this lifestyle because you feel, oh, I'm making so and so money already, you're going to date older people. And again, we need to be careful that these
Mhm.
young kids are not going to be falling for guys who can, young men or older men who can take them to these places, and the only thing they can give them is that lifestyle
Exactly. It's
because they
true.
can be Mongo Park.
Of course.
They can be young, they can be Mongo Park who are dating these young girls because they've seen your Instagram page, they know this is your lifestyle,
Exactly.
and they want to give
Exactly.
it to you. But
Exactly.
they
You know.
absolutely treat you like rubbish.
Yeah.
So
So
we
that's
need
what
to be careful.
I always encourage, I mean, my daughter, thank God, I don't know where she's from, but she's from another type of world. She's very like not interested in dating. She's focused on her books and making her money. Her focus, I'm like, make your money, save your money. That's her focus, that's our focus and her plan, right? But
Yeah.
a lot of kids I know already, I know there are some friends that she has, some of the girls, they're always carrying different, they're making different hair, they're wearing all these different outfits. And my daughter is not one of those people that follows people. She's very comfortable being in her own lane. Everybody can go to the left, she'll go to the right. She's fine.
So
She's not easily
is that
persuaded.
what
But
about
the
your
other,
daughter? we're talking generally now about
Yeah,
the
but I'm saying
age
generally,
range.
a lot of the girls that she's around, they're already being influenced because they're like, oh no, I can't talk to that boy at uni. They're already talking to guys like maybe when they go out, older guys. And I'm like, no, they shouldn't be doing
Exactly.
that.
Did I
They
know
shouldn't be
that they were
doing
talking
that.
to other? How did I know that they are talking to other
Of
guys?
course they will
Because they
be,
are
because that's
looking
what they're
for
gonna
boys.
attract. Yeah.
They're gonna attract boys who want to give them this life, and that there is a danger in that. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. We need to be very careful what we are telling our daughters, okay? My daughter is dating too, but she's dating her age mate, all right? And let me tell you something, which is very, very private. When she started dating this boy, and she's been driving since from
Long
graduation.
time.
The boy didn't
Yeah.
have a car, but I liked him. From the minute I met him, I liked him. He
But
didn't
did
have a
she
car.
like him? Did she like him with him not driving a car and she was driving?
Of course. Why not?
Auntie B.
Come on now, Cynthia. I'm not going to lie to you. He didn't have a car. He didn't even have a license. But
Oh,
today,
okay.
today
Mm.
he has a Range Rover now.
Oh, okay.
Through her
So he
influence.
upgraded
Yeah,
from no
no, he's
driving to Range
because
Rover.
she's driven and she's very hardworking. She's influenced him positively. I told her, I said, don't push too hard.
But Auntie
Just
B, from
encourage him.
not driving to influence him to get Range Rover, is that not too much of a big? I mean, how many kids are able to do that?
No, what I'm
It-
telling you is that sometimes people have the potentials. Yeah. And moreover, what is having a car? Cynthia, you're taking me back to Nigeria again now. We live in the UK. If you don't have a car, it's no big deal. Some people have driving
yeah, it's
license. They don't
true.
want to have
It's
a car.
true. Yeah, it's
Why are
true.
you talking? Now
Where's there to
this is
park?
what Nigerian girls are saying. Young girls are saying that I
I
I
need a guy to have a
struggle.
car. Mm,
Yes, what is it about
mm,
cars? What is it about cars? You just need to get to where you want to get to. You don't need to have a car. It's a responsibility to have a car in this
it
part of
really
the
is.
world.
Yeah.
And some people don't see the value in it. Why should I be paying insurance? You pay to drive. In London, there's ULAs, there's this, there's
Yeah,
this.
my brother's 30 and doesn't have a car. He works, but where they live in London, it's like
There are
central
grown men that
London,
don't have car.
and
Not that they cannot
he doesn't
afford
want
it.
to
They don't
drive.
want it.
Yeah. So it's
Yes.
not a big deal.
There are
It's
some
not a big
places to
deal.
live in London. There's no parking. So what is I have a car? So I cannot date a boy that have a car. That's the wrong value. That's what I'm saying.
But then at the
Ultimately,
same time, Auntie B, I feel like just where, like I said, a lot of the girls now, because they're making already and they're making money. I'm not saying that this is the dating thing. So then where does that leave the boys? In terms of, I feel like they need to either not be focusing on dating right now until they get themselves up to that, maybe until they're making money, if they're finished uni or whatever, not focusing on dating, or they need to also be finding ways of, I don't know, a lot of boys back in the day, they used to be selling shirts, they used to be doing tracksuits, selling whatever, doing, I don't know, I think music is not that realistic, but finding other means of making, what's it called? The word has gone from my head. Disposable income. Finding other ways of making disposable income, because a lot of girls nowadays, they're very like, business savvy, and they're making
Cynthia,
money. That's the truth.
Cynthia,
Mm,
Cynthia,
mm.
Cynthia, let me tell you something. As much as you are teaching your daughter, yeah, how to make her money, yeah, you're teaching her how to be independent is really, really good. Also teach her what to look out for and why when she sees a guy who is age appropriate, she shouldn't dismiss the guy
Absolutely. My daughter
not
doesn't. I'm
because
not
of
talking about my daughter. My daughter's not
no,
dating
no,
and she
no,
doesn't
I'm just saying.
discriminate.
No, I'm just saying generally. We're talking about Gen Z, right? Why you
Yeah.
shouldn't look down a boy because he's still in uni, is
No.
collecting, is this, is that not yet? Because
But
otherwise,
I'm saying
those
that is
girls that
the
are living this
problem.
lifestyle, the girls that are living this lifestyle, like the other person was saying, Bisola was saying, my sister is 19. At 19, she wouldn't go to McDonald's or any place on dates. The danger is that they're going to be, I know young girls like that in this London. You know the people they date? Married men. Yes. There are young girls like that, Gen Z. No, some of them are not even Gen Z now because they started this lifestyle a long time ago where they're
Mm.
always dating. Oh, you have to have a car. You have to take me on holiday. Do you know who they are dating? Married men. This is what these young girls, they've been dating married men since their teens. Most of them are in their 30s now. They don't even have any good, they don't have relationship talk of building something that will lead to marriage because they are hooked on the lifestyle of
Let
somebody
me,
that will provide
sorry,
this kind of lifestyle.
let me, Auntie B, sorry. Why are people saying that they're not understanding what I'm saying? I'm not talking about money. I'm giving an example and I'm saying people should not misunderstand what I'm saying. A lot of children or Gen Z nowadays, right? The young girls are already making a certain amount of money from extra what's it, business things that they're doing. A lot of them do hair, a lot of them are selling clothes, a lot of them are makeup artists. They're making money at
Yeah,
uni. So
I
I'm saying
understand.
the boys,
Mhm.
because I think a lot of the people in the comments that I'm seeing, they're like, oh, I'm making it about money. I'm not making it about money. If you
That's
guys
how it's
want to
coming
be
across.
unrealistic,
No, that's how it's
I'm
coming
not
across.
making I'm not
You are.
making it about money. I'm saying that a lot of kids now, a lot of these young Gen Zs or whatever, they already making a certain amount of money. So I can see why a lot of them will say, "Oh, I don't want this, I don't want that," when they're dating other like teens in their age bracket, because they're a lot more like they're making money and they're making things a lot more for. They're doing things that the boys are not doing. Do you
Okay.
understand? So that's just that was just my point. But
All right. I'm gonna let you go,
yeah,
Cynthia.
cool.
Because I think what you maybe you are not articulating it well, but we need to be very, very careful because there's a thin line there. We need to encourage young people generally to look at the right values. Like I said, my own daughter was started dating somebody who didn't even have a car. But he's a good boy. She brought him home and I was like, oh, I like this boy. Very calm, respectful. And I'm like, I like this boy. She was like, I said, leave him alone. Just leave this boy alone. When she texted me and said, you know what? He's bought a car. I'm like, really? What kind of car? Said Range Rover. I said, kudos to you. You really. So if she had looked down on him because he didn't have a car, and they've been dating for some years now. If she's looked down on him because he didn't have a car, by the time he has his Range Rover now, he will go and look for somebody that you know liked him how he was because they are age mates. So at that age, what I'm saying is that we need to be careful. I know some of you are very disagreeable with me on the comment section. That's okay. Ultimate Enigma, I can see you. I can see you. That's fine. It's your opinion. Mine is different, okay? I'm talking about young people that we need to put the right values in young people. I don't see why my 21-year-old son cannot take a date to go to Nando's or McDonald's. If a young girl who is 20 or 19 looking for somebody to fly because she's making money, because she's got skills, which is good. Bless them that they got skills and girls are very, very they can multitask. I don't like my children working when they're in uni. I prefer them to concentrate on school and learn. Okay, but young girls can multitask and they are doing hair, they are doing makeup, and they are making money on the side so they can go on holidays and do that. Yeah, my daughter does all that as well. And she's very, very intelligent. She's a solicitor. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we need to be very careful so that we don't push our young daughters to be dating older men or married men. And the chances are because they are so young, if they start dating men who are the age gap is so big because of what the guy is giving them or the lifestyle, the chances are they are going to fall into the wrong hands because they are looking at the wrong thing. So I was using my daughter to make an example, and I'm like, the guy she's dating wasn't driving. But I see that he's a nice guy. He's calm. As long as he's hardworking, they are that age. So allow them to just enjoy it. And sometimes you can, by your own lifestyle and because women are so much organized, we have plan A, B, C, D. You can even encourage the guy if he's somebody that listens. And I can see the influence. So when she told me that he's by a Range Rover, like, wow, I said, bring the car to my house. Bring it to the house. We need to pray on it. We just laughed about it. So we should be careful. Young people, we should be careful. I know somebody is saying that older people date married men too. Yeah. Yeah, girls mature more. Let's be careful. The value you have in a relationship doesn't have to be material alone. Sometimes some people give you all this lifestyle that you think you are looking for. It also comes with DV. Marrying those people is by the time you marry them, you realize that okay, you think they're going to give you this lifestyle, but the DV that is waiting for you is dangerous. So we should be careful. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let me go on quickly now. I'm almost rounding up. I said I was going to do an hour. Oh, Christ. Dr. Abby, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well, Auntie B. How are you?
I'm fine. I
Uh,
don't know. I feel like maybe I'm confusing people. Am I confusing people with what I'm saying?
no, if I may start with, and it might not be a popular opinion, I think let's level set. let's appreciate and encourage diversity of thought.
Mhm.
Some things work for certain people, and that's okay. We're not all going to agree, and that's okay. But one of the first points I want to make is you cannot outsource parenting.
Mhm.
You cannot outsource parenting to your religious organizations. You cannot outsource parenting to church. And of course, you cannot outsource parenting to social media. I think as I've listened to the conversation up to this point, and that's why I jumped in, it seems around so much materialism.
Mhm.
Everything is about, what you have, what you wear, what you make, what you this, what you that. And in doing that, we suspend our reasoning. The parties involved suspend their reasoning and don't look out for those red flags, because everything we are thinking about is, what does he drive, what does she drive? And I'll tell you this, as when my kids were much younger, they're all Gen Z now,
Mhm.
but when they were much younger and they said,
Mhm.
oh, this person bought a car, this person bought this, and this person bought that, my response to that is, the fact that you bought a car is not indicative of you having money. It just
Mhm.
says you can pay a car note. That's
Mhm.
it. So
Yeah.
as young as they were, they understood the fact that you do not equate what somebody is driving to what their net worth is. When you want to know what the net worth is, what are they investing in? So these young people that one of the callers talked about making money, they're making that money, and as they're making that money, are they investing that money? Are
Mhm.
they financially independent?
Mhm.
Or are they just blowing that money so somebody can see they're carrying LV, or they're carrying this, or they're carrying that?
Yeah.
So I think on the one hand, that's there, that our values are and also there's a clash of cultures. So
Yeah.
our values in Nigeria, our values, and those go back way back. At some point, this is what I feel happened. At some point, our parents were stricter. And at
Mhm.
some point, the children that our parents gave birth to
Mhm.
decided that they were going to be more lenient with their children because their parents were strict. And you couldn't bring a crayon home. Back when
Mhm.
I was growing up, and I grew up in
Mhm.
Nigeria, you couldn't
Mhm.
bring anything home. And all of a sudden, the parents got busy and they started to outsource their parenting to everybody else but themselves. So
Yeah.
now parents don't even have an idea what their kids are involved in. They have no idea who their kids are friends with. They have absolutely no idea. In a lot of instances, some parents are still in touch. And so when you're in that kind of environment and all you see is social media, and you look back, and sometimes some parents are also contributory factors, in the sense that they say, well, your mate is doing this, your mate is doing that. And what are you bringing? And this is some 19-year-old, 20-year-old girl. It's okay for her mate to do whatever they want to do, right? But she just needs to be encouraged to do what she can at her level. And
Mhm.
when she gets to that next level, she will do what she can. So there's a lot of pressure. There's societal pressure. There's family pressure. There's pressure. There's competition among the parents themselves.
Yeah.
That, oh, my daughter needs to do this, or my daughter's boyfriend, my daughter's there's so many factors that doesn't make it so easy. And that's in the Nigerian culture.
Mhm.
Because we're also looking at people, and we have forgotten that our first role model should be our parents. Should be our parents, not anybody else. It should be our
Yeah.
parents. So
Mhm.
you can see somebody on social media and you can admire them, and we do admire them. But your role model should always be back to your parents.
Mhm.
If your parents, if this crime was so exciting to do, why are your parents not involved in it? So
Yeah.
the foundation is shaky right there. So that's on another angle. So when you come to Europe and you say, oh, this person, I can't date this person because this person doesn't have a car.
Mhm.
The fact that somebody doesn't have a car, I'll give you a quick example. My sibling, my older brother, I mean he's older, but married and everything for so many years, they decided coming out of the pandemic to sell their cars. because they just didn't want to be bothered in driving in congestion tax and all this stuff. And so, and they decided of their own accord to sell both cars. And so if they want to go anywhere, they take an Uber or they take the train or do whatever they need to do. And even in certain parts of the United States where I currently live, there's certain cities that you having a car is a burden. Because then you have to pay your rent. And then you have to pay for parking.
Do you know it's only black people that think that having a car is it means you are rich or that you are a level of success? No, have you noticed, Dr. Abby? Do you notice?
Yes, and I think it's in our community. It's a lot in our community. And when I say our community, I'm talking about the African community. You see somebody who has this car, and then when you have to buy something. Yes.
By the way, car is not an asset. In case people didn't know,
no, it's not.
It's diminishing assets. Our former mayor of London, Boris Johnson, who became a UK Prime Minister, the one before this one, did not have a car. I don't think he still has a car today. He used to ride bicycle everywhere.
Yeah.
So please, all these emphasis on car. If people in some places like Nigeria, I feel like car is much needed because the public system is not that safe and is not available in some places. But in the abroad, please, if you are a girl you want to date, don't date because somebody has
because of a car.
It's the wrong thing. You are looking at the wrong thing.
And you're not asking, man. You're not asking the pertinent questions. Your eyes, all of a sudden your reasoning has been suspended because you're so hung up.
Looking at car. What is car, by the way? Isn't it where you are going?
Yeah, but it also is a reflection because if growing up you were exposed to, certain finer things in life, there's nothing anybody would do that would impress you like that. That person brings a car, or the person brings, it's all in a mindset. So if you've been exposed, you've gone to places, you've done things as a family or something like that. If somebody shows up now and they say, well, I'm taking you to this 5-star restaurant, you're like, oh, that's nice. But that doesn't mean that, all of a sudden you don't think when you see something that should be a red flag and you should run, that all of a sudden you suspend that reasoning. Because, oh my goodness, he provides for me, he does. And that's why we have all the stories that we come back to here on a place like obodooyinboconnect, because we're not asking the pertinent questions. We're not looking for the red flags.
Yes, because you're busy looking at the lifestyle. Especially, I mean, if it's for mature women, women of a certain level, and they are saying, okay, this is what I want. I can even understand. But we're talking about Gen Z, 20-year-old.
They're young people. They're children.
20-year-old looking, because a 20-year-old, okay, you have a car, fine. Do you want to date within your age bracket, or you want to date uncles? Do you want to date people papa? Is that what you want? Because he has a car? By the way, those uncles, they like small girls. So they will date you. And they will give you money. Yeah. If God wants to punish you, they will give you belly. Then you become a single parent and you'll be stranded with a married man. Let me tell you something. Nigerian men don't leave their wives for girlfriend.
Regardless of what they tell you, they will not leave their spouse. So even the first date, and I heard, the first date has to be first. I can't go to McDonald's. Some people, their first date is in a coffee shop. Because at that point in time, you're just trying to study this person. You're trying to figure this person out.
People are saying that McDonald's is for secondary school. Since when did they apportion a level of restaurant to the level of age that people are dating? If I want to go at my age, if I decide that me and my husband want to go to McDonald's on a date, we can. What's this? I don't understand.
It's actually a fun date because basically, and I have children that are dating. Basically, what they say, and boys, and I have a girl. I have 2 boys and a girl. And what they say is, we love the coffee shop because of the level of noise. We can talk, I can study, I can see, and I can decide after that first coffee date whether this is something I want to pursue or not. They're not asking whether the girl came in jeans or she did this, and So that's why I said there's a cultural conflict, because in Nigeria you have to bring an Uber or whatever, or you have to send money, or you have to send. But if you were raised in a family that appreciated and had contentment, regardless of what you were, whether it was 5 naira or it was 10 naira or whatever, cost it was, you showed up with your head held up high. because of that's the kind of contentment environment that you were raised in. And if you ask a lady out as a guy, because now we're paying a lot of attention to the girls, but we're not paying a lot of attention to the boys. If you ask a lady out and you're a guy, and I have two boys, and you're a guy, and the girl immediately tells you, oh, send 500, send this, send that, whatever they're asking for, that is your cue to run. That is your cue to run and not go do something stupid because you want to show that you're a big boy and you have arrived and you want to take this girl out. There are so many girls out there and there's so many guys out there. When you find the right one, then you begin to develop that friendship that leads into a relationship, and hopefully it leads to a marriage situation. So I think we're all over the place in our conversation. There's an emphasis, and especially in our community, and I've lived there for 31 plus years. In our community, there's an emphasis on materialism. There's an emphasis on, well, if I buy this house and it's 2-bedroom house, down the street, this person comes here and they see that I have to buy something that's bigger than what Dr. Abby has. I have to buy a 5-bedroom house. And for what reason? For what reason? They're incurring debt. They're getting themselves into all kinds of stupid stuff they have no business getting themselves into because they want to keep up with the Jones. And we're passing that same lifestyle to our children. We're passing that same lifestyle of lack of contentment. Is coming from the parents and it's going to the children. And the children are seeing it. As parents, we're not having those tough conversations with our children. Number one, we're not building their self-esteem up. Number two, we're not having those conversations with them. If you don't have enough right now, there's no reason why you should not sit your children down and say, you know what? Things are tough right now, but things will get better. And when things get better, we'll be able to do better, or we'll be able to do something bigger. But a lot of us are living this false lifestyle, and our children are seeing those false lifestyle, and they're continuing that same trajectory. And they say, well, I can't eat in McDonald's, I can't eat here, this is for a teenager. Says who? And who sets the standard of where you go to for the
I
first
need a
date?
list. They should show me the list of where to go, the restaurant to go at what age. I need to know. Thank you, Dr. Abby. Unfortunately, you've spoken very well, but I have to move on. God bless you. Thank you so much. I believe that's your first time of calling us, and it was quite enlightening listening to you. I need the list of the restaurants and the age that go there. Please, you should send it to me. Ultimate Enigma said, my daughter shops at Nordstrom. She has two businesses at 23, 2 degrees. She will not settle. I do not want her to. She has ambition, thank goodness. That's really, really good. Fantastic. It's a reflection on you. You've done a good job, just like I said to Cynthia. When your children are, doing well, it's a reflection on you as a good parent. We should celebrate that, okay? Whether they are boys or girls, we should celebrate that. But as much as they are developing themselves and growing themselves, teach them to get the right values, okay? And it's not only financially that people settle. You can settle with somebody who has zero character. That's why I'm saying we should be careful when we are talking about money. There's a thin line, okay? Because if you say settle, and we're only looking at finances because she's developed herself to a certain extent, she's looking for somebody who is on her level financially, then you can marry a Mongo Park that is rich. That's why I say we should be careful. We should be careful of the kind of values that we are teaching them to look out for. Look at character, personality. There are some people that they have serious anger issues, but they drive a nice car. They drive a really nice car. Okay? But they can drive that nice car and they will park on the motorway and tell you to get out right in the motorway. So are you going to ignore that because they have a nice car or because they work in the city? So I'm not saying that, we should encourage our children to go for people who are lazy or people who are not hardworking or boys, not because I'm a mother of boys who don't want to achieve something. I'm saying that we should make sure that when it comes to relationship wise, we should be teaching our children the right things to look out for. Because again, because they are so young, they have ample opportunities to turn things around. Just because a boy doesn't have a car today or they don't have that job, he's 21 years old. He has his whole life ahead of. I don't put pressure on my children. I try not to. Even though they are extremely driven, I have to be telling them. As a matter of fact, last Sunday I was telling one uncle in church, I said, please, you need to help me talk to this my son. His own is too much. I want to do this. I said, no, calm down. There's time for everything. Do you know why? I'm not that I'm not trying to say they shouldn't dream or they shouldn't be ambitious, but I don't want them to overpressure themselves to the point that they'll be thinking of going outside of legitimate work or doing something just to keep up. We should be careful. Yeah. It's good for boys to have things, it's good for girls to have things, but what is more important? The most richest men in the world are divorcing. If my money can keep marriage, Bill Gates will not be divorced. Okay? PK said it. Elon Musk will not be marrying every day if money is what it takes alone to keep a healthy marriage. All right? Okay, let's move on very quickly. I hope you get what I mean. Yeah? Okay. All right. Brother Ben and Honey Babe, then we'll end the show. Let me go to Brother Ben first. 3 minutes, please.
Hey, Auntie B.
Hello, my brother.
Hello,
How are
my
you?
sister. I'm fine. I'm fine. I actually
Mm.
don't intend to call in today, but this one hit home differently.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I'm a dad and at the same time I'm a man. And I just feel like we should have a man voice too, just to compare. Now, to
Mm-hmm.
start with, for everybody that has spoken so far and in the comment too, my own be say you are all correct. Everybody is, you are right. Like Mr. Ola will play on his show. Now, this topic is very critical and we have to look at it from a place of wisdom. We are talking about Gen Z here. And
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that except for our adult community members here, I mean our senior community members here, I mean those from 50 years upward. The
Mm-hmm.
rest of us who are parents and we are below 50, we are actually raising children who are in Gen Z atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why this topic is very, very critical. Me, I take it personally.
Yeah.
Now, when we're discussing this attitude of young girls, teenage school age girls,
Mm-hmm.
trying, demanding for material things that their parents can't even afford. I think we have to look at it from the perspective of those in Nigeria and those in abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, starting with those in Nigeria, Nigeria is a poverty-stricken country. I'm sorry to say that. There are rich people in Nigeria, but the vast majority are struggling. They are poor. And as a result of that, the struggle for survival has
Mm-hmm.
made a lot of parents to don't even think about their parenting style anymore. A lot of parents now rely on their children to come and feed them, to pay their
Mm-hmm.
rent, to pay
Yeah.
their hospital bills and all that. And since the economy is so bad that even a father can no longer provide for his daughter, the daughter now want to go to school. She saw what her peers are doing, both on social media and
Mm-hmm.
even in her environment.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where the temptation comes in. And the moment the children start bringing money home,
Mm-hmm.
some of them can't even find their voice. It takes some parents, some real dad and mom who has dignity and values now in Nigeria to stand on their feet and say, wo, tó bá mú fóònù iPhone wá láì ṣiṣẹ́, màá lé ẹ bọ́ta ńlé mi ni. You know what I'm saying, Auntie B? It takes some parents with real confidence and boldness to actually put these young girls where they belong and raise them right in Nigeria. So it has become the ill thing in Nigeria now. Everybody want to live the jet life. Everybody want to want to run with the ballers. So the young girls, they see their mate and their mates are telling them what they are doing. But see, we're on a 2 day now, young girl that maybe they are 20, 22 or 24 years old. They know that their friend don't have a job, and here she is. She have iPhone 15. She the what they call this long hair, this one with the rich ears, Brazilian hair or something. You know, they just kind of flash everything in their eyes. So all of them want to belong. So that is it for Nigeria. We have that problem in Nigeria. And again, in Nigeria right now, it's hard for poor boys. I don't mean it. I don't mean it in the negative connotation. I'm just saying that strongly boys. It's hard for them to even find girls nowadays. It's tough. I pity many of those boys. If I thank God that some of us were able to have found our own partner when things are still better. If it were nowadays, I don't even think somebody like me with my background, I'm not going to even get girl itself. Maybe not. Oh, let me not even go there. These girls don't want to run. They don't want to date any poor guy. Any guy that cannot boast of giving them 50K, 100K, give them the jacuzzi lifestyle, they don't want to date them. So that's the problem as far as Nigeria is concerned.
The one of back in the day when we were dating, although I don't know whether it's really is such a long time ago now, so it's not what obtains now, but core values do not change whatever generation that you are in. There are some fundamental things that shouldn't change in terms of what people hold important. And I'm not saying that, all boys that are hardworking, that they don't have character, or they are not godly, or they are not kind. What I'm saying is that if you put money first at
Yeah.
that age, you are less likely to see the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes,
at that age of 20, you put money first, that you are only looking for rich boys, then you will settle with, you are less, it's more likely that you settle with a very nasty person that has money.
exactly.
That's
You're
why I'm
right,
saying
man.
that as parents, we should teach our children to look out for the right thing. Because again, you people forget that real money is not paper. That's another thing that we're forgetting here, because we are talking our clothes now, like that video I played for you earlier on. You must send money for Uber. You must buy me hair. You must buy me clothes. Real money is not paper. Real money is value. And if you don't have money today, that a boy does not have money today, I don't expect my 20-year-old to be a millionaire, except he has inherited something from daddy. Okay? I'm not pressuring my sons. No. Let them take their time to find
God
their way.
bless you.
No,
That's
I won't do
because
that
you understand what is at stake here.
because I'm a
So
mom. And I
in
know as
Nigeria
long as they're
now,
on the right path in life, they're going to get
yes.
there. And if a girl comes and is saying that a 21-year-old must buy me this, must buy me this, I will advise my son, please, just let this one go. Okay? And
Yeah,
you forget again that money is like a tegun. He had wings. He can fly. Somebody can have money. You can marry if you put money first, because I'm this as a 21-year-old. I want to date somebody on my level. I want to be with somebody who has a car. I want to date somebody who's taking me on holiday.
mhm.
Ola said something here once upon a time. He said he made so much money at a point in his life when he was much younger, and he lost all of it. If his wife married him because of that money, do you know that the marriage will not stand when the money is gone?
Yes.
Because that was the thing that brought them together.
Yeah. So
Do you
that's why
understand? What I'm saying is that it's possible for somebody who doesn't have today, as long as they're on the right path, they are working, they have plans for their future and actively working towards their goals, they can have in 5 years' time.
of
And
course
somebody that
now.
have today may not have again. It
Of course
depends.
now.
So let's
Yes.
not let's teach them to look out for how they can respect one another, how they can be faithful to one another, you know,
Yeah.
how they
Yeah.
can, so that at the end of the day, they will have money, they will be blessed, and they will still have good moral compass, good standard, and look out for the right things when choosing their life partners. Because that's what's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to clear the air about what is going on in Nigeria. So it's hard, and right now, nothing. Most of the parents who can actually teach the cultural values and all these standard and everything to their kids, government don't scatter the whole thing for them. They can't even think straight. So now coming to abroad, raising this Gen Z abroad, I'm just going to put the whole blame on parenting. I'm sorry to say. And I don't know if I can go on with that line of reasoning and to be. Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you there.
Okay, so for me, when it comes to abroad, I'm gonna put most of the blame on the parents.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've always made my stand known in terms of
Mm.
living abroad.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, I don't come to abroad and say, okay, now I'm in America. Let me inherit all the culture, everything. Let me embrace it and throw away the values and everything we had in high esteem back in Nigeria and then throw it out of the window. I sometimes, as a parent, when we talk among friends and other family and we talk about raising kids, I've always been one of those people who is not of the opinion that because America is a country of freedom, give the children the freedom. I'm always against that. You have to regulate the freedom you give to them when they are teenagers. Because we all know that here in abroad, once your kid hit 18 years old, finish high school, and go to university, some of them are gone. They start living their life the way they want. So you have to do your best when they are still living in your household to instill some level of values in them. And one of the things I see here is that if we say, okay, they're in America, hey, don't shout. Hey, you can't touch them. You can't do this. You can't do that. I don't beat my kid. I don't do that. But I talk. I'm always in their business. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I look at what is happening here in America with all these teen baby mama, single mom all over the place, I'm not
Mm.
blaming those who are married though, that the
Mm.
marriage don't work out. But all this one that they just pick pregnancy here and there. As a father of young girls, I have two daughters. I'm always praying, say, God, please, I want these children to have a good home. I want them
Mm-hmm.
to be married to somebody who will love them and
Mm-hmm.
love them deeply.
Mm-hmm.
God, please help me. But
Mm-hmm.
then at the same time, I know that I have to play my role as a dad to teach them now on how do you find a good guy?
Yeah.
What is more important to you at this age? At
Yeah.
what age will you throw caution to the wind and say, okay, I want to do this? I do videography and photography. Whenever I cover all these graduation of doctors, in fact, I give like African parents, I give them flowers. So we
One
have too
minute.
many.
Ben, I need to move on. Mm-hmm. Finish that
Okay,
so
we
that I
have
don't
too
regret
many
it.
doctors and pharmacists here, and it's as a result of parenting. So with girls now, they're thinking of date. If you want to date me, you have to go to the biggest hotel. You have to go this. I don't think that is the right path to. It's better you find somebody who genuinely love you, who want to meet with you. You can go out, go and have fun. If you want to go to the cinema, you have maybe a park or anything you want to do as a young girl. Do it. I don't believe in all this. Oh, this boy has to bring money. That person has to buy this, buy that. That is how we mislead these young kids. And no thanks to TikTok advisors and Instagram advisors. When everybody come and no, I'm not dating this, I'm not dating that. These young girls are watching. And
Mm.
they believe that if all these older auntie sisters come on the social media and say, men are scum, men are this, men don't do this, I'm not taking that. Then they start thinking, oh yeah, I don't want to date somebody at my level. I don't want to do this or that. Many of us now who can afford to buy cars, buy houses, when we started dating, we can't even buy, we know where to be McDonald's, even meat pie, we know fit buy when we were dating. But today we made it. If the women we married that agreed to date us then and eventually married us, if they
And
can look at the fact that we can't
yes,
provide anything, they
yes,
won't be enjoying what they are enjoying now.
yes.
Okay?
Most men actually, yeah, that's a real thing, especially in Nigeria. Yeah, because like you said, the opportunities is not that great in Nigeria. Most men that you see that are millionaires today that didn't inherit money, they were not rich when they got married.
Exactly.
They were not, but they had potentials and they were hardworking. So when we are talking to young people, we should be talking to them to look at, not just marrying potential. I know some people make joke of it and say, should I marry potentials? Some people have dreams. They are massive dreams,
Hmm.
but you can see that they are lazy.
And a lot of the women who are enjoying their marriages today, they married ambition. I'm not throwing shade, I'm just saying it. Some women just have that foresight. When they look at the guy, what are his goals? What is he doing? What skills does he have? They can tell that this guy has
Because
a bright future, and they
yeah,
just
because
go for it. That is
it,
why today they're the buga.
it goes both ways again. Some women, again, Brother Ben, will tell you that they married, ambition, and they thought that that's why they tell you that it is when somebody has money that you know their real character. Again, you will see women saying it today. And I think a lot of people that are so fiercely about the way they feel about this issue of, not marrying or settling or you must have money is because, again, there are lots of women who've married because there was nothing. They want to build together, vision. When the money comes, the man will start to misbehave. They start to have side chick. There is no reward for the loyalty. Do you understand? So this life, not balance, my people. But all I know is that, especially, and I'm talking today about young people who are Gen Z, who are dating in their 20s, 19, 20. Let's say 19, 20, 21. These are the ones I'm talking about. We should be teaching them what to look out for as much as, we are saying, build yourself, do this, do that. Also, what are you looking for in a man? And Cynthia kept asking me this question since about what advice we have for the boys. Yeah, we advise boys. We have to advise our boys that a man, a real man who wants to be a husband, has to provide. We need to teach that. It's very, very important that we tell our sons, you have to provide. You are the head of the home, and being head is not a position, it's a responsibility. So there's work to be done. Put on your shoes and, work hard. Don't be lazy. Treat women with respect. Treat girls with respect. You know, don't say things that you don't want somebody to say to your mom, because most boys are very, very protective of their mother. Teach them how to respect women. Teach them how to honor women, how to value women, not to see women as objects. So there's a lot to teach boys as well. The advice is not only, I'm talking about Gen Z boys. Yes, Gen Z boys, be focused on your dreams, be hardworking, but you will get there. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't go and do Yahoo. Don't forget, Cynthia, I feel like you've taken me away from this topic today. If I not let you come I won't have allowed you come on this show today, because we're talking about Yahoo boys. That is the reason why I started this show. We're talking of the Yahoo boys, and now you've completely taken me out of it. All these UK people, safe. Honey, babe, welcome. Oh, we're ending.
Hello, Auntie B. I really
Hi,
enjoyed the show.
darling. How are you?
I'm good. It's very interesting topic. For once, I don't agree with CC.
Cynthia
I
has taken
don't.
me off track completely.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
I'm sorry. I will say it briefly, but for me, I do understand that in a relationship, you've articulated very well. Money is not paper. You can have ambition and drive and have potential, and at the end of the day may not have a car. I know I'm going back to the good old days, but with the good old days, I remember going on the night bus with my boyfriend and it was fun. I remember having ice
To all
cream in
those times
McDonald's.
when
You understand? When I was
that
21
innocent
and going
love,
to
it used to be
uni,
so
I don't
sweet.
understand. I'm not saying children, let the young be
It's
young.
the people that brought Madonna's into it that even
I don't
completely
understand. But
scatter
the
everything.
funny thing, it was
Madonna is
fun.
your
We used
second.
to get.
Cynthia,
Mm.
go. Sure,
Like I said, even with my partner, I sometimes say, I beg, let's go to McDonald's because I like the ice cream there or the milkshake there. And we'll stay there for 10 minutes or whatever. There's nothing wrong with going to McDonald's. I don't know what the big deal is. And for me, in the terms of Gen Z, you're talking about 1920. It's either
yeah.
you're in uni. When I was 19, I was in uni.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I know it's a different time, but if you're supposed to be studying, I don't understand why you're having these big jobs doing hair and stuff. I mean, I literally had a part-time job in Asda when I was 16, and that was literally like part-time money to help me with my books. That was literally it. I don't understand how you can be in uni and have like
That's
big
why me and Daddy
businesses.
don't allow our children to work when they are in uni.
Exactly. I mean, my children are not of the age to go to uni, but I really don't understand how, if you're going to uni, what your focus should be on university.
Yeah.
It should not be on 5 or 6 different businesses. If you know you want to be a business owner, then don't go to uni. Focus
Yes. Build
totally.
your business. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a young person, 19, 20, having a business, but focus on that business. But for you to be multitasking, especially
If
in
you can,
education,
I mean,
it
if
doesn't
girls
make
can
sense.
multitask and do it together, fine for them. But
Yes.
don't put the same yardstick on boys
Yes.
who are not
Yes.
so good at multitasking. We know boys are not good at
No,
multitasking.
I think my issue is that when you're of a certain age, maybe 24, 25, then yeah, look for the man with the big money. If you want to do sugar daddy, that's your business. But 19 and 20, I believe at that age, you should be, I don't know, life goes quickly. You just blink, next thing you know, you're 30. You blink again, next thing you know, you're 40. So why do these Gen Z want to grow up so quickly? I really don't understand. Enjoy your youth while you can. And I really don't understand the obsession with money. Like I said, I don't know, maybe it's the way I was brought up, but I don't understand this obsession. You just because someone has money, is that all you judge someone on? Just on money? There's more to a person, their values, their perceptions, their experiences. And people need to
The way they
understand that
treat
when you are
you,
so obsessed
the
with
way they
money,
treat you if they don't have money, would they still treat you that way? If you cannot go on that trip, what is
is
left? Let's
is
say
it
that you are married now and
is
they
it
don't
Richard
have the money anymore.
is it Richard Branson, or I can't remember, that was bankrupt how many times? There's situations where money goes and money comes. Money is not absolute. I'm not wishing bad on everybody. There's going to be situations where all of us, in one way or another, will have issues with money. We'll lose our job or whatever. This
Yeah,
obsession with
especially
money
for
doesn't
young
make
people.
sense.
Yeah, no. I don't agree. Let me tell you something, honey, baby. You not believe when Toby and I had
Yes,
a conversation. I was like,
yes.
what's what? Because girls like him a lot, and I'm like, oh, you dating? He said, no, mom, no. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, these girls, they're all about money, and then he
It's
used
yeah.
one word. I'm like, what?
Well,
What do you mean? Because it never occurred to me, because I thought it's Nigeria alone that you see young
I'm
girls
serious,
at that
bro.
age
Bro.
looking for boys
Yeah,
to give. I didn't know that girls in the UK actually
yeah.
doing the same thing.
They do
Until
the
my
same
son told me,
thing.
I was shocked. I
They
said,
do the
what?
same thing.
They want to take your money. I'm like, what? You're 20 years old. Why do they
You're
want
20
to take your
years old.
money?
I don't get it.
Where do they
And
expect you
most
to get money from?
and the thing is, when you're 20 years old, people kind of disagree in the comment section. When you're 19 or 20, you're not necessarily dating for marriage. You're just dating in terms of getting to know the opposite sex and things like that.
Which
In the
marriage?
sense,
Marriage is very, very far down the line for
yeah,
them.
exactly. So if you know that you have no intention of dating this man to marry, why you want him to be sending you to Dubai or buying a business ticket or first class ticket
So,
or going to
Doc-
a cruise?
Dr. Olo
No,
brought
makes
a very,
sense.
very good honey babe, sorry to interject. I'm running on
Yes,
down 2 hours. I need to go.
that's no
Dr.
problem.
Olo brought a very, very good perspective here
Yes,
with what Cynthia said.
yes,
Yeah, boys and girls are different. I know your
yes,
son is still young. Wait for him to grow. You will see.
yes.
Boys and girls are completely different. I'm telling
I
you.
do agree.
Boys and girls are completely different. So Dr. Olu said, girls and boys are so different. Marriage has taught me that. I think God blessed us with the multitasking thing, but most boys or men can't.
That is true. Men cannot multitask. My partner confesses it all the time. They can't. But I think what I'm trying to say is that let Gen Z be Gen Z. At 1920, you have no business. I'm sorry to say. If you want that iPhone, pay it your bloody self. Don't be looking for any man to
You
pay it
won't
for
let
you.
anybody put pressure on your son, right?
Exactly. Don't allow anybody
Oh,
to put pressure. And I mean,
you can put pressure on a 40-year-old man, but please don't put pressure on my 20 or
exactly, a
19-year-old
40-year-old
boy.
man can
Please,
do
he's
that.
still a baby. My son is still a baby. Don't put pressure on him
Yes,
like this. He will come into his
exactly.
own in time.
Exactly.
I won't
I'm gonna
allow
have
it
to go
anyway.
anti-B, but that's
No.
all I wanted to say. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Annie, babe.
Bye.
I appreciate you.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, OJ said social media is to blame. These girls follow their Instagram big base and they want to be like the big base. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We need to be very, very careful, with the parameters of which we are looking at this baby love. We've all been young before. We've all been young, we've been there. These are just, young love. It's sweet. If it's biscuit you have with Coke, you drink it, and you're just happy being with one another. If not because of social media, what's all this pay at 19? You have to buy me this, buy me that. Oh, Lenier, you are a thief. And most, no, I'm not. I'm not even sorry saying it. If it's the young girls over here who can, at least they are working and they have the money, it's even different. Nigerian girls that come from very poverty-stricken background, and at 18, 19, you are looking for a boy that is buy you this, buy you that. They end up with sugar daddies. Some of them make babies with these sugar daddies because this is Olosho behavior. Let's be honest. This is complete Olosho behavior. Because you cannot tell me at 18 or 19 that you got anything you are bringing to the table that much. You are still trying to find your way. Even if a few young girls are already making money at that age, but still, you still got a long way to go. This journey of life is long. And you're not even dating for marriage, which I don't know any 20-year-old that is dating for marriage. Boys are not ready to marry, even at 20, at 30. Are you kidding me? The way these boys are running from marriage. You guys, you don't even understand what this Gen Z are having to deal with. My children tell me now that you have to date a boy for a year or two before they can even call you girlfriend. That's what I'm hearing now. So I told my children, I said, when I was young, a boy meets a girl, he likes the girl. Once you agree, your boyfriend and girlfriend, they say, mom, that was ages ago. I'm like, so what is it? It's different stages. Different stages. You will date somebody for 1 year. You are still not boyfriend and girlfriend. There's no tag in it. Rick, can you see that there's wahala? Where is that? Where's that soundtrack? There's wahala. There is real wahala. They have different levels now. Me, I don't know now. I thought it's only girlfriend. You just answer. I'll be asking my boys, where's your girlfriend? You have a girlfriend? They say, Mom, girlfriend? They say, no, that's not how it works. I say, okay, oh. Am I binu? I thought it's girlfriend when a boy and girl are talking, no, or they are dating, no. I didn't know. Am I binu? Yeah, but I mean, in summary, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for all the opinions, both the ones I agree with and the ones I don't agree with. It's okay. We are all learning, and it's good. We want our children to succeed. We want them to do well. We want them to be better. But most importantly, we want them to end up in fulfilling, healthy relationships and marriages. Like Dr. Abby said, the reason why we are here all the time is because we are talking of Mongo Park. We are talking of DV. Why are we talking of DV? Because people are marrying for the wrong reasons. It's the foundation. Most of these things is the foundation that is wrong. So please, let us be guided in what we are teaching our children to go for. Okay? And for the Nigerian girls that are looking for a boy that will not take them to Chicken Republic, they want to go to hotel and book and buy wig and buy this. It's okay. There will be boys that will do it. All right? But just be ready. As you are going there, you will surrender yourself because the boy must chop you. You cannot collect those things and you will go free. And that's why some of them, they end up being, they will carry them by force and they cannot talk. And that's trauma for them. It's trauma. Let's teach our girls that they can achieve and have these things. Okay? They can attain these things. And at the end of the day, when they are grown and mature, they want to marry, they are looking for a man who is going to, they are going to complement one another. And again, that's the difference between struggle love. You are looking for a man that you can complement, not a man that will drain you. Not a man that doesn't have a job or doesn't have any dreams. But it's not about car. If you don't have car today, you can have 10 cars tomorrow. And somebody that have 10 cars today can lose all of them tomorrow. Let's focus on the real values. The real thing that we should focus on. Gigi, thank you so much, sis. Let's focus on the right things. Without the money, what else does he have? And that's why Nigerian girls, a lot of them end up in Mongo Park marriages. Because the only thing that most of these boys have to present to them is money. Nothing else. If you know the level of DV in Nigeria, then you will see why we need to be teaching our children to go for the right values. I'm telling you, there's no protection for women in Nigerian society. Oh, in Africa, oh, it's not here. Oh. You can call police. Oh, in Nigeria, if you call police, they will not even answer you. So let's be careful. Gigi said, wholesome and holistic approach to life. Be patient. Lessons, seasons day. There's time for everything. Yeah. Yeah. And please don't encourage your daughters to go and marry much older men. That's a struggle on itself. Yeah. No struggle love. Yeah. Yvette said no struggle love. Yeah. Don't encourage your daughters. I know, unfortunately, there are some children that I know. This particular one, her parents are Nigerian, right? But because this is a lifestyle that she saw growing up, she only dates older men. I'm telling you, if my daughter wants to talk about it, we say she's dating uncles. She always dates uncles. She only dates uncles because the lifestyle that she wants, only uncles that can give it to her. And when all the boys are not saying that she's always dating uncles, living this lifestyle, and it's not even that she's working on herself or building herself, oh, she's just living a baby girl lifestyle. Baby girl lifestyle, traveling from one place to the other, traveling from one place. And when the people of our age now, those young girls who were dating boys who were closer to their age and now getting married now, she's not having any relationship that will even lead to marriage because she was always dating uncles. She was dating uncles because of money and lifestyle. Somebody that will buy her things. So let's be careful. Sugar daddy. Okay. You don't want our daughters to go and have babies and become side chicks and with single parents who are having babies for men. No, God forbid. It's not our portion. So let's teach them to shine their eyes and at that age. But for you older women who are, you've come to you are in your own place in life, you've worked hard. Yeah, you know what you bring to the table. You got your own thing, your house going for you, your business is going for you, your money is good. Definitely, you need somebody that you can work together at that level. So I'm not saying go and settle. So that's the difference between struggle love and young Gen Z looking for sugar daddies. With this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that Gen Z should not be looking for money, but they should look for young boys they can be friends. Yes, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a lovely evening. It's always very exciting to be here. I mean, these live shows. Okay. Thank you. Obiajulu, thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you. She said, I really enjoyed this topic. Thanks. Thank you, Auntie B. Oh, Obiajulu, thank you. So tomorrow I am back. Tomorrow is Sunday. And I have a very interesting topic tomorrow I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about Omugo. Guys, guess what? I was checking Omugo out, and Omugo was recognized by Google. There are so many Nigerian names on Google now. Honestly, Nigerian words on Google. The other day I checked Ashoebi, and Google knew what Ashoebi was. Like, what? Really? Wow. It's interesting. So I decided to try to check today if Google knows what Omugo is. I kid you not. Google described what Omugo is to me. And there's this discussion on social media where a woman is making a case saying that, whether Omugo is holiday or not. Because apparently some mother-in-laws are coming to do Omugo, and when they come, they don't do anything. In fact, there's a story that somebody shared with us in one of the WhatsApp group that was very, very heartbreaking. And the lady said that her mother-in-law came and didn't do anything to help her. She had CS and she was still running around doing errands, cooking, cleaning, doing everything, that even the stitches of the CS loosened because of the because of the amount of physical work that she was doing. That was really, really heartbreaking. It was sad. Yeah. So we want to talk about Mugo tomorrow. Is it holiday for mothers, mother-in-laws, or is care work for new mothers and their baby? And who should come? How do you determine who should come for Mugo? That's what I want to discuss tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. What's happening, Afro Tinsen? You and who are dragging each other there? Chidinma. Say, Chinya, please help me beg Sister Chidinma to allow me to. Wait till happen. Emma Jao, please, people should leave brother Beno alone, no. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll discuss it because it seems like Omugo is getting out of hand now. And some couples, again, due to lack of communication, they will say, my mother will come. And at the end of the day, it can become a very big issue in marriage. Some marriages are broken up because of issue of who came to Amugo. Some mother-in-law will come and stay 2 years. And in that 2 years, by the time she's going, the marriage has packed up. Real life would not to say, I know somebody in this case in America, she had run to her auntie's house to breathe. You see? That's just what I was saying. So now to join us tomorrow, yeah, let's discuss it. I think a lot of people will learn some valuable lessons from that tomorrow. And don't worry, this one is not about money. It's not about dating. This one is going to be peaceful. So we agree. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Cynthia, you owe me a drink. You're giving me headache. Without your McDonald's thing, you're giving me headache. You and Bisola, you have to buy me drink. I'm expecting a bottle of Chardonnay. Okay? Sisi, Shotigba, have you heard me? Okay. Anyway, I trust you. I know that you will send it my way. You are my darling. I love you regardless. Have a nice evening, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow by the grace of God. God bless you. I love you. Bye.